Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Emily and I am back with another video. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery on August 20th of 2012. If you haven't seen my videos before, I have lost a little over or a little under 120 pounds. Last time I weighed myself, I was at like 171.8, I think, guys. So I am up like 3 pounds from the last time I weighed, and I've been traveling. And if you watch my Instagram stories, then you saw that I am getting back on track from traveling. I feel dehydrated. I feel like so out of my element. I have not been eating properly. I have not been eating normally the way that I normally do, so it's hard to do that when you travel. But I believe that in the future, I would like to be more diligent and prepare ahead of time, get the things and the snacks that I need to be more prepared. But I did pretty well and made some decent choices while I've been traveling this past few weeks, but not feeling the greatest. If you saw my Snapchat, I just got back from Bachelorette weekend in Nashville, which was a riot. But I'm telling you, it took me like 2 days to recover from that. The sleep schedule being off, drinking alcohol, eating foods that I don't normally eat. We went to the Florida Georgia Line restaurant, which had the best shrimp and grits I've ever had in my life. Like, I always think of a good restaurant based on if I think about the food later. And this was so amazing. I kept thinking about it forever. I looked at my girlfriend, we split it, and I said I was not expecting it to be this good. It was so good. Everyone said their food was amazing. So go to the Florida FGL house in Nashville if you haven't been there already. The top floor, amazeballs. So I just wanted to talk today about a habit that you can start right now, and I think it's really going to help you on your journey, and it's going to help you in the future for regain, for losing your weight. What you really want to do, like if you're freshly post-op, you're going to be losing weight no matter what, but if you're out a little ways, you might feel like you're going through a little bit of a stall, or you get stuck, or you have a regain, any of the above things. I think putting this mindset on is really going to help you in those situations. And first, let me go and say, if you haven't already, please subscribe below so that you can get more video updates and these tips and things for dealing with weight loss 5 years out from surgery. So I kind of just gave a perspective on that. And then I also am on Facebook now, Emily space, there's a space in between, EmilyAM. If you want to come like me on Facebook, I'm also starting a Facebook beta test group. It's called EmilyAM Beta Test. If you look on the EmilyAM page, it's located there, and I'm just looking for a support group of people and some feedback on possibly doing some online courses in the future for post-weight loss surgery patients and things like that. So I'd love it if you came follow me there. I'm also on Instagram and Snapchat and MyFitnessPal, so look for that information below if you want to come follow me in any of those places. I would love to have you, and I try to post on a pretty regular basis. I'm going to keep the Facebook beta group small because I don't want it to get crazy. I just want it to be a really nice supportive group, and so come and join while you can. The habit that I want to talk about today is eating to fuel your body, not to satisfy your appetite. And you guys have heard me talk about it before. I try to eat pretty clean, and I was thinking today and what that means. And what that means for me is, and a big part of this is, I really don't drink a lot of my calories. I actually recently gave up coffee, which I have drank coffee for the past probably 8 years or so, and I just gave it up, and it doesn't even sound good anymore. I think I had like a cup while we were in Nashville this weekend, and it wasn't that good. I think if I drank like half of it, it just is like too much for me now. And I noticed too, I was doing a kind of a bulletproof coffee for a while, and then I was doing like a heavy cream in my coffee for a more keto version. And now I'm kind of getting into the intermittent fasting, and I don't want that many calories in the morning. So I've been doing, if I need a little pick-me-up, I've been doing 1 or 2 cups of green tea. So there's one way that I've kind of, coffee, I have nothing against it. If you want to drink coffee, that's absolutely fine. I think it's a very hard habit to break, and I don't necessarily think coffee's bad for you. I just know for me, I don't drink black coffee. I have to have like a creamer in there, and I also was doing a sweetener too, usually like a Quest protein or something like that, and I just don't do that anymore. And the other thing is, I don't drink my calories. I don't go to Starbucks and get a coffee. I've never really done that. Frappuccino, it would be very rare occasion. Like, you'll see if my kids, happen to get one, I will take a sip of theirs and maybe a little of the whipped cream off the top just for a little taste, and that's it. I don't drink my calories. It's just too many calories. Even if you're doing the light versions of things, I will go to Tropical Smoothie Cafe on occasion, rare occasion, like maybe once every 2 months, and go and get a smoothie with Splenda instead of the regular sweetener that they use. But I do feel like that's getting nutrients. Like I get the kind that are like the superfood smoothies, and you're actually fueling your body with that, even though there are a lot of carbs and calories in that. I kind of try to try to incorporate those into my calories for the day and account for them. So that is just one thing that I do. I do drink alcohol, so I will put that out there. Pop is just not an option for me. So try to find some replacements for these things, guys, if you can. I will say this, I still need to put like Mio in my water. They are making tons of Mio now with like stevia and natural sweeteners. So the scare of the artificial sweeteners is becoming less. That is an option for you if you're having trouble getting your water in and you need something sweet to drink, or lemon in your water, or cucumber. They have tons of water infusing bottles, things like that. And basically eliminate the things in your diet that aren't fueling your body. I do have a snack, and a lot of times I'll eat dark chocolate, which technically isn't fueling my body. So I do a smidge of that. But all around the other meals, I'm getting my meat and I'm getting my vegetables and leafy greens and dark zucchini, and I keep the skin on, and the lettuce wedges with a homemade dressing that I make myself because I don't want all that crud in my body. So the chemicals I'm keeping to a minimum. I try to buy uncured meats when I can, and I try to keep the chemicals to a minimum and try to keep the extra like crap. Like I see, and I've totally done this, I see recipes for keto like desserts and things like that. For me, that ends up being a trigger, leads me into eating more sweets or multiple quantities of the thing that I make, which adds on the calories. So I do think it's better just for me to eat a square of dark chocolate, satisfy that craving, not have the baked goods around. Even if they are keto, they can be a trigger, and that's just me, my 2 cents. And are they really fueling your body? That's something to ask yourself when you eat something. Is this fueling my body? So I just wanted to come out and say that it's a habit to start. You can start that today. You can start it with your next meal. Look at what you've got in the house. That's going to be an awesome fueling, energy providing meal with your protein and your vegetables, and not the yucky snacks in the middle. Like my snacks will consist of like almond nut butters along with my chocolate if I do have the chocolate square. Sometimes I'll sprinkle a little bit of unsweetened coconut flakes in my nut butter, and that's kind of a nice treat, or like a little bit of cocoa powder that makes it like a chocolate and peanut butter thing. Sorry about my phone. I will also use the PB Fit that I got at Costco, like a giant jar of that powdered peanut butter, to keep the calories lower if I need to adjust those on some days. So there's some ideas for you to start fueling your body, but just start thinking about it. Is this going to fuel my body? Is this going to be something that gives my body nourishment and is healthy for my body? And I really think that's going to help you, especially if you're pre-op. Start doing that now. You're going to be ahead of the game. You're going to be one step closer to being successful as to your counterpart that's not doing those kinds of things. So I hope that helps you guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I love you guys. See you in the next video.